So, welcome allemaal. Thank you for coming to the ISKCON Sunday Love Feast. Actually, Amsterdam is one of the 7 places. Thank you so much. Amsterdam is one of the 7 places that in Europe that Srila Prabhupada personally came to. He came to this city in 1972, and he also came once to Hilversum Studios to be part of a Top Pop. Top Pop was a music program that the devotees, thank you so much, had. The Hare Krishna mantra was popular at that time. It was in the charts. So the presenters of the program wanted Srila Prabhupada and his disciples to come and perform live, well, not live, lip sync. So he came for a short while only to be in the Top Pop program. Yeah. Anyway, so it is a special place. It's a Tirtha, Amsterdam. You wouldn't say so when you look outside sometimes, but it is a holy place. And today we are especially here to honor the memory and the legacy and the contributions of His Holiness Kadambakananda Swami. How many of you have seen or met Maharaj? Please raise your hand. Yes, it's quite a few, and some also not. You have not. Have you heard of him before? Really? See, this is why we have to do this meeting, because he's someone you would want to know. Even online now, you can still know him, especially through what's he famous for? Kirtan. Exactly. Yeah. Have you heard his kirtans? Okay. See? Yeah, he was called the king of kirtan. And that's not cheap, because there are many wonderful kirtan leaders in ISKCON. But he was definitely, yeah, he was a giant in kirtan. So, and he had his kirtans were so long, sometimes they were 5 hours. Yeah. I remember he's also famous for something else here. What's he famous for? Kirtan in Amsterdam is Harinam, special Harinam on the King's Day, Maha Harinam. Yes, yes. We were doing it. I'll say we were doing Harinam on King's Day already. It's called Queen's Day at the time. But Maharaj, he took it to a whole different level. He understood, because he's realized in the value of the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Can you close the door? Yeah. For especially in this Kali Yuga, he has deep realizations about that. So he saw the great potency of preaching on this day in Amsterdam. And he happens to also, he left his body. I should speak in the past tense, but I don't want to. I'm just going to speak in the present tense if it feels like that. His Vyasa Puja was very nearby the King's Day. So he made like a spiritual retreat in Radhadesh, where he invited all his disciples from Europe, and some even came from South Africa, to celebrate his birthday, his appearance day. And then the day before or the day after, they would all come here in Amsterdam and do a gigantic Harinam. And I remember, those big buses. There were years that there were 3 big buses totally filled up with his disciples, and they would come to Amsterdam, and really 200-300 devotees were suddenly on the Harinam, completely ecstatic devotees. And of course, he himself was also there. And I remember in those years I was still, selling my stuff from my kid, the clothes and the toys on the free market. And then I was in the afternoon, I would go on Harinam. But when I went one time on that kind of Maha Harinam, I thought, forget about these toys. I want to get the whole day of Harinam. It was it is something amazing. And he has instructed his disciples also to keep this going, and all of us to keep it going on a gigantic scale, because it is something Golokera Premadan Harinam Sankirtan. The chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is not from the material world. It is actually a frequency, sound vibration from the spiritual world. And when we bring it down by going on Harinam with sincere desire to please Lord Chaitanya and the Acharyas, then everyone will benefit so much. There's actually nothing like it. So immediately I would like to extend Maharaj's invitation because King's Day Harinam is coming up on April 27, the actual day, the birthday of the king. If you've never been there, please come. And if you have been there, I don't need to tell you. It is just, it's maybe the, well, probably the best. I mean, Rati Yatra, we love Rati Yatra because it's like our festival. But the special day thing, special element of Mahaharinam in King's Day is everyone is in the mood for party. Everyone who's in, some people are hiding. Well, that's too bad for them. But those who are out in the street, they want to have a good time. So, yes, we can give that to them. Hare Krishna, welcome. Yes, so let us all unite on that day and go and chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Your life will never be the same. Hare Krishna. That is Maharaj's great emphasis. And later on, I came to know he was personally paying for the buses to bring all his disciples, which is a lot of money, you know. So it's not free. So he wasn't just only saying it or wishing it. He was paying for it. So I'm sure that he will be pleased with us, even if you come 10 minutes. If you're like, oh my God, these crowds drive me nuts, just chant 10 mantras and go, if you need to. But don't miss out, because it is a wonderful experience. Okay, so I would like actually to all of us to listen to Maharaj. So I don't know, Suhas Prabhu or anybody who's into the, you know, how call it, has the remote for the, can somebody get him? He may not hear it. He may still be cooking. Ah, there he is. Fantastic. Okay. So now he has been preaching for decades. So there is an ocean of information and instruction. It was impossible to choose the right thing because there's so much of it is nice. So, but Chitralekha Mataji, who is one of his disciples, she suggested that we should just take an excerpt from one video that he did. It's the first one. It was called Instructions to Disciples because Maharaj, he left because he had a cancer. At some point, he had more than 100 tumors in his lungs, and still he was singing, still he was preaching, and also in other places. So he was really, this is one of the, yeah, not from the beginning, it'll be too long. You know, we'll just say you have a lucky thumb today. You pick a part, but like in the middle, kind of. Let us listen to him for about, let's see, at least 5 minutes, 5 to 8 minutes. Just experience him. He's so funny. And yeah, he's born in Holland, so we're especially proud of him. So Hare Krishna Maharaj, please enlighten us.
What can we do? We are not in favor of divorce, right? That's not that's not what Srila Prabhupada taught. But in the Vedic culture, a lady could go to her father's house. You know, temple is always the father's house. Yes, so everyone, well, one can live separate if living together is Kuruksetra. You know, yeah, if every day is Kuruksetra, yeah, then it's possible to also live separate. No need to remarry and so on. It's possible to Kuruksetra at home is sometimes it's fun. mean, everyone has a fighting propensity. Krishna also sometimes comes to this world to have a good fight with one of his devotees who becomes covered or cursed and becomes a demon, and Krishna can have a good fight with that personality. So one reason to get married is because you like to fight. It's like it's always good for that. But if you're sort of materially exhausted and say, enough, I don't want to fight no more, well, you can also stay alone. But when you stay alone, that immediately increases your responsibility to be more Krishna conscious. Otherwise, your being alone is just useless, just another form of sense gratification. Being alone must translate in increased sadhana, in increased hearing, increased chanting, increased service. Otherwise, what's the point of being alone? No point. Renunciation, well, someone is a brahmachari, very good. Next question, what service are you doing? That's the natural next question, which is really more important than ashram. It's ashram, okay. What color saffron do you have? But what service? What service are we doing? How much ownership are we taking of Srila Prabhupada's movement? I've many times spoken about Srila Prabhupada's disappearance day here in Vrindavan, and how in his room senior Vaishnavas assemble in the evening, at the time when Srila Prabhupada left his body, and at that time they offer an arti to his bed, right? And then at the end someone takes the chadar off the picture, because it's a custom that in a samadhi there is the chadar of a person. There's a picture and the chadar that the person wore. So Srila Prabhupada's grey woolen chadar, he always wore these grey woolen chadar. Srila Prabhupada's grey woolen chadar is taken out and put around the picture, and then afterwards, after the arti, it's taken off the picture and placed on the head of all those in the room, one by one. And it's, when that chadar goes on your head, it's a heavy chadar. There's a lot of weight in that chadar. And when I feel the weight of that chadar on my head, then I feel the responsibility, and I kind of feel, now we are responsible. Now we are responsible for Krishna consciousness in this world. Right? So that's one thing I learned here in Vrindavan, not only on Srila Prabhupada's disappearance day, but in caring for this temple. Right? So in the same way, I'm putting the care of this movement in your hands. You are my disciple. That means you are inheriting something from me. That's tradition. You're in my will. You have to inherit something. Yeah? So what you're going to inherit from me is to take responsibility for this movement. That's what you have to do. Please take care of of the Hare Krishna movement. The Hare Krishna movement is a little broader than just ISKCON alone. It is Lord Chaitanya's movement. Wherever it is, take care of it, increase it, and make it flourish and increase it. Right? In inheritance, there were 3 sons who were inheriting, and one was really happy. Hey, 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 I inherited all this money. And it was a big party, and he had many friends, and yeah, after a few months, he had a lot less. Right? The next one, whatever he inherited, oh, no, I'm not going to waste this money. He very carefully kept everything. The third one invested it and expanded it. That's the idea. So we must look after whatever we inherit and also expand. And whether we expand in opening temples or whether we expand in teachings, these things are, that depends on our nature.
This was in September 2022, and Maharaj came to Vrindavan to leave his body, but yeah, it took a while. It took about 8 months. He really carried on and on and on, even in spite of the physical inconveniences. He was there, and he led an exemplary life already before that as a sannyasi and as a preacher, but especially his disappearance pastimes, which lasted for many months because he already knew he was going to leave his body, were very exemplary and very inspiring in a way, because who can say that it doesn't count for me? We all will have to have our disappearance day, and we want to be ready. We want to have our consciousness fixed on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Maharaj was very deeply absorbed devotee. Also before that, he is he has been the temple president in the Vrindavan temple for I don't know exactly how many years, but he lived there for many years. First as a grihasta, as a married man, together with his wife Ishani, who is still in there actually now. She's living there still. But when he took sannyas, then, well, there's so much to say. Some of us know that he actually, at some point, he was such a serious manager there that he was really willing uh, to tackle the Vrindavan mafia. Yeah, there is something like that there also, apparently. There are people who have, other ideas than, well, I don't know. I don't want to offend anyone, but there was a lot of going on, which was not in line with Srila Prabhupada's desires for the Krishna Balaram temple. And Maharaj, he battled against that, so much so that he was actually shot. There was a murder attempt to him. So, kijk, Bas, Hare Krishna. Yeah, he loves Kadammakana Maharaj. Thank you. Nice to see you. Yeah, so he was even attacked and attempted to be murdered. And this didn't happen because Krishna protected him. But then he thought, well, and also the managers there, the others said, this is too much, we need to find another temple president. We don't want you to lose your life in this. Hare Krishna Prabhu. So then Maharaj came to the west again, and he came to Amsterdam to recover. So this is a time when some of us have been with him and learned more about him. And he was full of Vrindavan. If you see this magazine here, this where Lord Chaitanya is embracing the Govardhan hill. This is very nice. This is from September 1991. He was the one who started this magazine in Vrindavan about Vrindavan. And he wrote like one article, but he's also the editor. This is now, you cannot find it anymore, but I had this, and I thought it's nice to show how long already before he was a sannyasi, he was just very absorbed in Vrindavan. And when he was giving class in Amsterdam, maybe you remember, Bas, have you met Maharaj like around that time, 1905, 96, something like this? Yeah, he was giving lots of classes in the previous temple. And the few that I was there, because I had my baby at the time, I remember he was always talking about Vrindavan. He had so many Vrindavan pastimes, and it became like when I saw him, I remembered Vrindavan, which is a very good association. We wish we could be like that. That when people see us, they think of Vrindavan. Uh, and maybe you like also to share something, Bas, about your experiences with Maharaj. What attracted you? I can give you the mic.
I remember about Kadambaka Maharaj is that when he came and lived in a temple in Amsterdam, I had no idea how important he was in Vrindavan and that he was a temple president. He's just one of the devotees, and he was very approachable, and he was easy to talk to. So yeah, he gave very good lectures and very good kirtans, and also after breakfast, we would be able to talk or go to some festival or to some service together. And he's just one of the guys. And Jai. And yes, he was not thinking himself to be very elevated. Even when he was a Maharaj, he didn't think himself very elevated. Yeah. I cannot think of something now. But I did enjoy. I went twice with him to Vrindavan, and I enjoyed the tours he gives there very much. Yeah, yeah, it's too. No, no, not like that. I met him there, but he would give a parikram tour, and that was very, very detailed and very. Yeah, a lot of devotees would come, like 60 or 80 people, 2 or 3 buses, and the last time at least. And yeah, he gave much details about the pastimes in Vrindavan.
Yeah, he was a great student of Srila Prabhupada's books, and he also made an in-depth study of the Chaitanya Charitamrita. And actually, he was also a great manager, very organized. So much so that there are still books coming out now. 3 years after his passing, he wanted every year that there should be a new book about something that he had prepared or written or was writing. This noise is disturbing. This is this thing. No, sorry. You too. You cannot be here now. If you're gonna run around, it cannot be. Ga maar naar buiten. Ja. Niet komen rennen hier. Dat kan echt niet, hè? Please listen, because I'm gonna tell your mother right now. Okay. Hare Krishna. So Maharaj, he was a great student. He went very deep in his Krishna consciousness. So I also want to tell everyone. I don't know if we lost Suhas now. Are you in charge of that thing? No, you're not. Suhas, please come or stay or and give someone the endorsement to. Yeah. Yes. Maybe you can show the link to all the books that Maharaj has written. There's a link. And because you will want to hear his realizations. Here, there is a website. There's all the kirtans are there, the books are there, and it's very enlivening. To some of the books are also here. You can come later and take a look, but they are not for sale. And you can go scroll down, please. See, there is see so many books. He wanted to expand the treasure chest of Vaishnava philosophy and literature. He has so many CDs, more than 10, I think. But now, of course, nowadays it's also on a pen drive, and you can get everything there. It's very organized. This also thanks to our devotee Uddhava Prabhu. He is now not in Holland, otherwise he would have come. He's organizing these things. Yes, for example, this book was last year it came out. It's called Bhakti Vision. It's very nice. It's interesting because the Eastern perspectives on Western insights. Srila Prabhupada also has a book like that. I think it was anyway. I don't remember the title now. But so he's speaking about Socrates and the how is it? What's the Vedic version or vision rather on the wisdom of Socrates or Kierkegaard or the Western philosophers that people are more familiar with here, and then what is the Bhakti take on it? And in a very yeah, he was always very fluent, fluid, very approachable, and it's not so complicated that we can't understand it. So it's anyway, I just wanted to point out because I know he worked very hard on his books. There is a particular book which I like. It's also very thin, so I actually finished it here, but it's very deep. It's called Diving Deep, and what it's very relevant because he says here, he speaks about three layers that we can experience Krishna consciousness on. And the top layer, just like in the ocean, nowadays many people are worried about the oceans because it is, full of oil and pollution. But actually the pollution is, he's right, also on the top. It's on the top, but deeper in the ocean, it's not as polluted. The ocean can be like miles deep. We have no idea. So on the top, if you compare it to ISKCON, you can have so many worries. Oh, ISKCON, the gossips, the fall downs, the this, the that, the politics, the forums. We can get like discouraged by what's going on in ISKCON. Supposedly on the surface, no, out, niet, kan echt niet. Geen geluiden hier. Nee. Yes. So on the top is there's so much going on in the world, and sorry, Yogamaya, but really can't. But when we go deeper by doing our personal sadhana nicely, hearing and chanting, reading, praying, then we start to make spiritual advancement, and we're not so easily anymore, discouraged or confused by what may appear to happen in the Hare Krishna movement. And then when you go even deeper, he writes, then you can actually meet Lord Chaitanya and Lord Krishna. Now that is like, whoa, It's so thin, but it's very deep. Okay, so I just want to point out that he has a lot of wisdom left behind that we can all benefit from. And I'd like to make a small excerpt now in this book called, he also wrote a nice book about how to improve our chanting, our Hare Krishna mantra japa. Yeah, this is called A Priority. The book is called Kirtaniya Sadahari, to always chant the holy name of Krishna. So he writes, one has to arrange one's life in such a way so that chanting doesn't become an austerity, an butaduni, an austerity. Devotees must arrange their lives according to the chanting of Hare Krishna and make this a priority. Our whole spiritual life depends on the quality of our rounds. Quality chanting will never happen until you make time for it. Real chanting means making real time for it. Now, this speaks to me because as someone with a job and lots of service and deities and friends and family and care, it's like the rounds are sometimes often the last thing in the evening, and it's actually not very personally, not so fantastic, But if I would do it in the morning, as first thing, it is a whole different, and I do that also sometimes, of course, but it's a whole different world. So Maharaj was known when he was a temple president in Vrindavan, which is, of course, anything can happen there. It's Krishna's personal temple, personal land. So much was going on. People dropped into his office the whole day, but he would get up at 2 chant all his rounds, and then go to the Mangalarti. And in the japa time, he would be reading, studying his books. And then after that, after Guru Puja, and when things started happening, he was ready for the day. And he did this for many years. He was known for his expert sadhana. So all these things, of course, they were benefiting him, but they can also benefit us when we take, yeah, take lessons from it. Is there anyone here else who would like to share a memory that they have or an appreciation for the Maharaj? Can be so small, it doesn't matter. Alice, jij? Heb je Maharaj gezien? Okay, what would you like to say about that? Let's do like this because people are online also watching or will watch later.
I can remember that he was leading the kirtan through the city with King's Day, and that was awesome. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't have really words for it. I It's the experience, yeah. Just like I've got a good memory from you when we were under the bridge and you were on the drums and we just go, yeah, uh, it brings you to a higher level. And yeah, 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 it brings you into the, yeah, that's right, yeah. So while you're doing kirtan, um, you're saying the names and try to approach Krishna. And what my experience is sometimes with the kirtan is that we are shouting Krishna back from where he is to us, and then yeah, you experience that he is with us in the kirtan. I like that. Yeah, yeah, and I see the diving deep. I've read that as well. That's about the management structure within the ISKCON, kind of. Yes, yeah. I like it because it's really simple and open how it works, how the management structure works, and I think that's good that it's that we're open about it, transparent. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that particular day, what you were talking about, and under the bridge on the King's Day Mahaharinam, there is this, who has been under the bridge with the kirtan? Raise your hands. Savitri also. Haribol. Somebody likes to share about it? Maybe you want to say something? In general, if you want to share another memory, it's also.
Ik, ik mocht naar Maharaj heel erg. En ik had een bepaalde contact met hem. Met kinderen, kleinkinderen. Die renden naar hem toe. En hij zegende de kinderen altijd. Hij gaf zelfs een box met vooral de jongen. Hij was heel erg benaderbaar. Very approachable. Her grandchildren. Ja. Je kon hem alles vragen. En als ik in Hyderabad was, als ik in Hyderabad was, mocht ik altijd met zijn. Hij had van die trips van de bussen. Ja. En dan ging hij overal en dan mocht ik altijd met hem mee. En je kon hem van alles vragen. En ik mocht hem heel erg van alle Maharajas.
Yeah, she says in Vrindavan, when. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In Vrindavan, when she came to Vrindavan, he would have these parikrams, and he would always let her go in the buses together to the holy places, and she liked him the best of all the swamis, and his former wife was also her friend. So yeah, Ishani is also a special soul. It says that behind a strong man is a powerful woman. Well, That was definitely the case. They joined together as a couple, and they served, so they worked so hard for this movement, really, really hard. There's a story of Ishani Mataji when she was assisting her husband at the time in Vrindavan to run the temple properly, which required so much. I mean, she was doing so much service. At some point, there was a big truck. You know, India, there's all the big trucks. There's a lot of them. So one was parked in a wrong place, blocking the entrance to the temple. So she was going around trying to find out who's the driver, and she couldn't find. This is sannyasi was telling this. That was a brahmachari at the time in Vrindavan, and so at some point when she couldn't find the driver, she just got in a car, and she herself parked this huge big truck somewhere else. She was apparently able to and dared to drive this big truck in India, which is like crazy, traffic. Yeah, so she was that tough, She could actually really, she was a, yeah, and she is a great devotee. So now she's still in Vrindavan. This is Krishna's care for her. She now is in her elder age, but yeah, she definitely supported Kana Maharaj and even gave her permission for his sannyas, which is like the ultimate sacrifice for a wife of a good husband. Not many would have done that. So yeah, all glories to Ichani Mataji as well. Yeah, what can we do? It's like a mountain of nectar. There's so much. Yes, please.
No Maharaj so much actually. But then somehow at the time when he was already diagnosed with this cancer, and somehow I don't know, I became so attentive like about him at that moment, and I remember how he was actually like the last, you remember this last talk that you have the video when he keeps like, yeah, when he keeps talking, and basically his last moments. And I don't know, somehow that totally like captivated me at that moment. I was thinking like, wow, I mean, this person is really like so strong and so devoted to Srila Prabhupada and to the movement, and yeah, and that like totally changed my perception about much. And then also following that, there was this whole ceremony. I was also watching it like very carefully, like how he was basically put into this samadhi and everything. And I don't know, it just left such a like samskara on me, this whole thing. So yeah, how he was basically living this world. Because now you were talking about this, and I have this anartha that I still keep reading news. And today I was reading news that Canada, now in Canada, 5% of the all deaths are the result of the euthanasia. You know this, when people. And I was thinking like, like people just go and say, okay, basically kill me, because I have some pain or something. And then I remembered Maharaj, what he was doing. He was still talking about Krishna, even though he probably would experience all this pain and everything, And it's just so completely different,
You wanted to say something? Sita, would you like to share something? You've seen Maharaj many times, I think, over the years. Would you like to? You don't have to. Okay. All right. Oh, really? Did you tell him about it? Or you felt like this? Okay. Oh. Yeah, it is. I actually thank you so much. I'm glad to hear that. I didn't know that. Yeah, the life of Hare Krishna devotees. It's like an avalanche of activity, service, festivals. It's like never ending. So we were like, oh, I was just kind of recuperating from the Gaur Purnima, and I thought, yeah, but it's almost Maharaj. What are we doing? We're not doing anything, and we didn't plan anything here. And that is just wrong. We should really honor him because he has given, not only did he take birth in this country, I mean, for a Vaishnava, you're not supposed to judge them from the, especially sannyasi, he's like given up his former life, not just the wife, but the whole life. It's supposed, he's the sannyasi is considered socially dead. Like you cannot anymore, refer to them as a Dutch person officially. But we know that he is from Aardenhout. He's from nearby, and he also cared a lot about the Holland. He may have. He once said, "Yeah, in my astrology, an astrologer said you will not be very much time in your country of birth. You won't spend much time there. You'll be all over the world, but not there." So that came true. He was as a sannyasi and also as a grihasta. He was living in Vrindavan. He also the samadhi construction. That's like the tomb of Srila Prabhupada, our teacher, our founder, Acharya. The construction of the Puspa Samadhi, the holy tomb in Mayapur, had really like nothing was happening there for a long time. And then they sent Kadamakanana Prabhu at the time there, and he really, made it happen. He actually is responsible for making this beautiful samadhi. You can type Puspa Samadhi Prabhupada Mayapur. You'll see what a wonderful building that is. That was him. He made it happen. So it's an amazing accomplishment in India. It was very hard. You want to say something? Mm. Yeah.
That no, that's yeah. He started the whole movement. How do you say in South Africa?
That I also wanted to say. Thank you so much. Yeah, Maharaj had a soft spot for the African devotees. There was a special. He was already, I think, involved in South Africa, Johannesburg, preaching ISKCON. But then, at some point, he saw a video of the devotees in Soweto. Soweto is like a poor part. Johannesburg has riches. Soweto, no. But the devotees in Soweto, they were watching a video of the Rati Yatra festival in Johannesburg. And somebody had made a video of how they responded. And they were like dancing to the Rati Yatra Kirtan in the room so enthusiastically for a long time. They were completely ecstatic watching that video of the Rati Yatra in Johannesburg. And Maharaj saw that video and it so deeply touched him that he said, we got to have a Rati Yatra in Soweto. Even though it was like materially impossible and never had anybody thought about it. Maybe they did, but they couldn't do it. But when he put his attention to that, he actually made it happen. And now every year there's a Rati Yatras in Soweto, and those devotees are so ecstatic. I mean, I hope one day I may be able to go there. It's like, and they're so grateful because it was not taken up. The way Maharaj, he put his heart and his attention and his money and his time, and also people that say, oh Maharaj, he will say, help me, help me to make this a success. There is now a foundation called the Kadamba Foundation, which he started and is still going on. And there's different charity programs that we can contribute to. And one of them is, I think it's called Wake Up South Africa or something. And you can actually, donate and help to spread Krishna consciousness amongst the Africans. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I thought that was very kind, especially him coming from Holland. And we have done, or the Dutch people have taken a lot out of Africa in the past, not always in such a nice way that we can just say it like this. And here is a sannyasi caring for these people that he doesn't know, hundreds, thousands of them, and he made such beautiful things happen there. It's very extraordinary, very compassionate. So I would like to, it's almost 10 to 5, I would like to show, if with everyone's permission, I mean, it's a bit intense. It is the final message that Maharaj recorded for the devotees in general. And you can see, if you compare what we just saw with the final message, it is quite he was like a few days after that he left his body practically. So is it okay? I mean, there's no children here. So it's are we up for it? Because it's still beautiful. You can really get his clear consciousness, and hopefully we will be able to get some mercy from him like this. Yes, please put the last message. Yeah, it's about 14 minutes, and after that we can. Oh yeah, by the way, there is a place where you can make a flower offering, but we can do that afterwards. Let us hear Maharaj.
Om Gyanatimanasya Gyanasakya Sakshuramitamena Tasmai Sigurave Vanchakalpatarvicha Kripasidabhyecha Patitanam Pavanevyo Vaisnavevyo Namo Namaha. Once Maharaj Pariksit was roaming his kingdom and came across a terrible scene where a cow had been attacked by some low-class dark man dressed like a king, who had with a stick broken the legs of a bull. Maharaj Pariksit, being a valiant king, immediately took action and was ready to fight that man in the royal dress. None other than Kali. Kali, instead of fighting, immediately fell at the feet of the king like a subordinate, not ready to fight. Maharaj Pariksit took full action. Said Kali could not stay in the kingdom. Kali said, what will I do? I took shelter. I am Praja. I exist. I've taken birth. I need to exist somewhere. Where can I exist? Maharaj Pariksit thought that you can stay in 4 places. There where there's gambling, meat eating, illicit sex, and intoxication. There was no such place. Kali couldn't find such a place, so came back and said, where will I stay? Then Maharaj Pariksit, okay, you can stay where gold is stored. From this 16th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada phrased the 4 regulated principles, which he formally introduced.
as Srila Prabhupada was preaching to the modern world, he spelled it out. What to follow to become free from the influence of the age of Kali. Then Mahaprabhu gave the Yuga Dharma, the chanting of the holy name, and not only that, he also edited his mercy and made what is difficult easy. And so, the fundamental tenets of Krishna consciousness for the modern world took shape. 16 rounds minimum and 4 regulated principles. You all are the fortunate people because you all came in touch with transcendental knowledge and with Vaishnavas, and as a result you took up this process of sadhana bhakti, chanting Hare Krishna, and following 4 regulated principles. Who in this world is prepared to live like that? But by Srila Prabhupada's and his followers' inspiration, we were ready. You were ready. You became the heroes. You are walking the heroic path, most glorious. Everything is blessed on the way. Nothing could be better. What a wonderful life have you been given. So I'm very glad that I could be instrumental to inspire you to remain on that path. And through my written, recorded words, recorded kirtan, and all else that remains behind, through the memories in your heart, I will continue to inspire you to stay on this path, through thick and thin. When all is blissful, when all is struggle, do not waver. It is, you got the greatest treasure. Never forget. Nowhere in this world is there such wealth. The wealthiest man in the world is a pauper. You have the real wealth. Treasure it. Relish it. Cherish it. Hold it close. Hold it close. Don't become slack, neglectful, hold it close. Chant every day. Hear every day. Carve these principles in stone. Let them be there every day. And your life will be wonderful. And at the end, go back to Godhead, and we can physically reunite and celebrate there like we've never celebrated before. So looking forward to the great, great festival that is to come, where all of us will together and celebrate to another dimension, where the bliss will rise to levels never seen, never heard of. That time is not far away. Life is short. Prophet said, just give this one life to me. Please do that. Just give it. And everything will become most amazing. Saying goodbye to you just a short time. For when we will be, I'll stay with you in my words, memories. I'll be with you on the path and waiting for you on the other end to meet you again in person. Soon, soon, miracles will happen. Soon, we will see love. We will see bliss. We will see fulfillment beyond our imagination, beyond our expectation. Remember too, when he met the Lord, all his previous expectations, he said, they're like broken pieces of glass. You gave me jewels. All we ever desired were broken pieces of glass. The Lord will give us jewels. Oh, stay on the path. Don't get lost. Come quickly. Let us join this festival of Krishna, festival of unlimited, ever-growing love. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
devotees have for us. So we are very thankful that you are here today on this special day. And we hope that you get some inspiration from this great devotee who at least externally became this great by doing what Srila Prabhupada has asked him and all of us to do. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So we have, of course, now the arti. There's a basket with flowers. Of course, we can't mix everything. So I suggest we first do the Gaur arti. And I don't know, Radharani, what do you think? Like when we are in the Hare Krishna part, maybe is it possible to offer flowers for those who want it to the Maharaj? Or is it a mix? Yeah? Okay. So let's first sing for the devotees, and then if you so feel, you can take some flowers and offer appreciation to Maharaj. You can bow down if you want. It's up to you. So let's make clear the space for the arti. Thank you all very much.
Jaya Karuna Nitai Jaya Gaura Chandra Jaya Karuna Nitai Jaya Gaura Chandra. I think I will hold it. Jaya Karuna Nitai Jaya Gaura Chandra Jaya Karuna Nitai Jaya Gaura Chandra. Shishi Karuna Nitai Gaura Chandra ki jai. Ki bajayo Jaya Gaura Chandra Arati ke Shobha. But what do I have to press? Ki bajayo Jaya Gaura Chandra Arati ke Shobha. Arati ke Shobha Jana Vitatavani Jagamana Lobha. Jana Vitatavani Jagamana Lobha. Gorangera Rotik Shobha Jaga Janamana Lobha. Gorangera Arotik Shobha Jaga Janamana Lobha. Gorangera Arotik Shobha Jaga Janamana Lobha. Manalo Haribol, 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 Nitai Gora Haribol. Dakinitai Chan Bame Gadadhara. Anikate Advaita Shrini Vasa Chatradhara. Basi ache Gorachan Ratna Simhasane Arati Kare Na Brahma Adi Devagane Narahari Adi Kori Chamaradulaya Sanjaya Mukunda Vasu Goshadigaya Shankha Bhaje Ganta Bhaje Bhaje Karatala Karatala Madhura Mridanga Bhaje Paramarasala Shankha Baje Ganta Baje Madhur 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 Baje Shankha Baje Ganta Baje Madhur 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 Baje Shankha Baje Ganta Baje Madhur 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 Baje Haribo 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 Nitai Gora Haribo Nitai Gora Haribo Hai Gora Haribo 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 Nitai Gora Haribo Nitai Bahu Koti Chandra Jini Vadana Ujvala Bahu Koti Chandra Jini Vadana Ujvala Gala Desheva Namala Kore Jalamala Shiva Shuka Narada Preme Gada Gada Abakati Vinoda Deke Gorara Sampada Sampada Gaurangera Rotik Shobha Jagamana Mana Loba Gaurangera Rotik Shobha jaga jana mana lobha jaga jana mana lo haribo 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 nitai gora haribo Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Jai Prabhupada Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vasatya Deshatarine Na Saraswati Deve Gauravani Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda Louder! Gora Bhakta Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Rama Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna. Oh, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Oh, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra Karuna Nitai Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra Karuna Nitai Chandra Jaya Karuna Nitai Jaya Gaura Chandra Jaya Karuna Nitai Jaya Gaura Chandra. Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Shri Kanyatai Gaurachandra Bhagavan ki, Srila Prabhupada Pajit Pavana ki, Shri Harinama Sankirtana Yagya Yuga Dharma ki, Nithai Gaura Brahmanande Hari.
Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Acharya Stotar Sati Shri Srimad Abhay Charanara Vinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki. ISKCON BBT founder Charya Food for Life founder Charya Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Acharya Astutar Sati Shri Srimad His Divine Loving Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki. Jai Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Stotar Sata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj ki. Jai Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Astotar Sata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Srila Satchit Ananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki. Jai Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Stotar Sata Shri Srimad Vaishnava Sarvabhoma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki. Jai Shri Rupa Shri Sanatan Bhatt Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatt Das Raghunath Sat Goswamis Prabhu ki. Sat Goswamis Prabhu ki. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki. Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki. Braja Bhumi Shri Vrindavan Dham ki. Sri Navadvip Mayapur Dham ki. Ganga Maya Yamuna Devi ki. Srimati Tulsi Devi Vrinda Devi ki. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki. Shri Shri Karunanitai Gaura Chandra ki. His Holiness Kadambakanana Swami Maharaj ki. ISKCON Guru Vrinda ki. Nittai Gaura Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. We'll now sing the Shingadev prayers for protection. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahladala Dadaine. Hiranyakashipurvakshaha. Shrilatankanakalaye. Ito Nrisimho Parato Nrisimho. Yato yato yamitato Nrisimha. Bahir Nrisimha Hridaye Nrisimha. Nrisimha Madim Sharadam Prapadye. Tava Karakamala Varena Kama Bhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringa Keshava
Savadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare. Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare. Jaya Narasimha Dev, Jaya Narasimha Dev, Jaya Narasimha Dev, Jaya Narasimha Dev. Jai Prahlada Maharaj, Jai Prahlada Maharaj, Jai Prahlada Maharaj, Shri Prahlada Maharaj. Shri Narasimhadev ki jai. Shri Prahlada Maharaj ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for joining the Sunday Feast program today. First of all, our humble obeisances to His Holiness Kalamkana Swami Maharaj. And I would like to thank Her Grace Rati Manjari Mataji for thoughtful lecture today. So many points we did not know about Maharaj, and also you covered so many videos, and it was really thought-provoking. Thank you so much, Mataji. Yeah, Hari Bol. So today's wonderful decoration for our dearest deities, Karnanita and Gaurchandra Bhagwan. So it's done by Vrajrani Mataji. So big Hari Bol for Pujari team. Hari Bol. So, along with Vrajrani Mataji, yeah, it's a team of pujaris who serve the deities selflessly, including Amrita Mataji, including Yogmaya Mataji, and can you help me, Mataji? Who? Ashtasaki Mataji, Prana Mataji, Jagadish Prabhu, yeah, Premlata Mataji, Janakinath Prabhu, yeah. You can see, so it's a big team of pujaris who serve the devotees selflessly. A big Hari Bol for all of them, who is taking care of the devotees, yeah. So today's Sunday feast is sponsored by Kanish Prabhu. He's not here, but yeah, a big Hari Bol for him, for sponsor. Hari Bol. And couple of other announcements. On Tuesdays, we have dinner club in the evening from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And 7 p.m. We serve prasadam. So you are most welcome to join on Tuesdays. for the dinner club, and on Fridays in the temple only we have Bhakti immersion program from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So yeah, please make sure if you're available, you can always join. Yeah, yes, Mataji, you want to add something? Yes, I think for the dinner club, we start with the Kirtan, Gaurarti, and then yeah. So every Tuesday we have the lectures and followed by the Kirtan and dinner, Prashad. So you're most welcome. And yeah, today is also birthday of Devika Mataji, who is a sister of Rajrani Mataji. Uh, Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna to you. May Radha Rani bless you, may Radha Rani bless you, may Radha Rani bless you. Hare Krishna to you. Haribol. You can, yeah. And it is also birthday of Yogmaya Mataji's elder daughter, Dharya. Yeah, a big Haribol. Yeah, Haribol. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Haribol. And today's Sunday feast was cooked by orphan team, Radhaduti Mataji, Sindhya Mataji, Violet, Vaibhavi Mataji, myself, and yeah, we have Sudhir Prabhu and Mohit Prabhu and Namacharya Prabhu, who will also be, yeah, of course, yeah, our youngest youngest chef, Prahlad, he also supported in this aspect. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it. Anyone who is coming for first time to the temple, so you can raise your hands. Your good name?
Shikha.
You get a welcome, a very valuable gift. Mata, you want to hand over? Yeah, I'm coming there. Your good name, Prabhu? Antonio. English or Dutch? Okay. Anyone else? Yeah. Okay. Uh, Thank you so much. So yeah, as usual, we end our program before we start serving the prasadam with Vrindavan meditation. So we'll all close our eyes and just meditate on Vrindavan for a couple of minutes. Yeah, so that's also one of the main good cause that we are looking forward to get a nice big temple so that we can serve better. We can like like we can also like propagate the message of Krishna consciousness better across Netherlands. So let us all keep us that thought also in our prayers when we meditate. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, we have the donation box outside, and also if you would like to donate towards the new temple, So you are most welcome. You can reach out to me, Yogmaya Mataji, or yeah, yeah, Rati Manjari Mataji. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, let's all close our eyes. जय जय राधे जय जय श्याम जय जय श्री वृंदावन धाम जय 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 राधे जय जय श्याम जय जय श्री वृंदावन धाम जय जय राधे जय जय श्याम जय जय श्री वृंदावन धाम जय जय राधे जय जय श्याम जय जय श्री वृंदावन धाम जय जय राधे जय जय श्याम जय जय श्री वृंदावन धाम जय जय राधे जय जय श्याम जय जय श्री वृंदावन धाम जय जय राधे जय जय श्याम जय जय श्री वृंदावन धाम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hari Bol. Thank you so much. We'll be serving prasadam, so you can make lines, Matajis and Prabhus. And if you would like to help us in serving prasadam or winding up the kitchen, you're most welcome. You can reach out to me. Yeah. Hare Krishna.